Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the very first episode of a brand new television show that debuted last night. I'm actually doing this on January 27th, 2017, and the night before, on January 26th. The CW network, which used to be the WB network, debuted a brand new show. And of course, usually, those of you who've been watching my videos, I don't usually single out one specific episode of a television show. I usually do an overview of it and maybe pick individual episodes. But in this case, I have to do a review on the first episode of the new Riverdale show, which is on the CW network, because it's so god awful bad. I had to do a rant and a video on this. For those of you who don't know, the show Riverdale, like I said, it just debuted last night. It's a live action teen drama based on the Archie comic books. It's been around for around over 60 years. And so it took the characters from the Archie comic books and put it into a live action television show. Now, over the years, particularly back in the 1960s, there was an Archie's cartoon. I don't know if there's any episodes, exact episodes on YouTube, but I think there was actually clips of the song Sugar Sugar, because there was an actual rock band in the 1960s called the Archies, and they incorporated the song Sugar Sugar in the Archies cartoon. But other than that, and there was also another cartoon thing about the 90s called Archie's Weird Mysteries, and it is occasionally on over-the-air TV, like one of those low-end channels. But for the most part, they never really had a live-action television show. I think it was a TV. One time it was like a TV movie of Archie, but for the most part, they haven't really done a live-action show. And it would have been better if they made a comedy out of this. But they didn't. They made like a 1 hour drama. It's like a mix of 90210, the reboot 90210 show, the Vampire Diaries, and maybe the Twilight movies. I mean it's that god awful bad. It is that bad. It's undescribable how bad it is. But there's only one good thing that I actually will say is positive about this show, is the fact they have Luke Perry, who played Dylan McKay on the original Beverly Hills 90210 show, back on television, playing Archie's father. That's the only positive thing I can say about this show. Like I said, they took a lot of the recent storylines, excuse me, that's recently being played in the Archie comic books, and they put it into this live action show. Most notably, there's a gay character in there. And right away, in the first episode, they bring it up, I'm gay, and that. Sorry about my hair here. I'm not into girls, I'm into guys, and who cares about the cheerleaders, I'm into guys. So you have that stuff going on, and also, my major pet peeve. I won't get into a minute. There's also, I used to read the Archie comic books when I was a kid. My father used to buy them all the time. So, not just for my sister and I, but for himself as well, because he also liked the comics, believe it or not. The thing is, he never saw Mr. Willoughby, who was a fat, bald principal with glasses. He was a principal of Riverdale High School. He never saw him. There was also an old teacher with gray hair and a bun, also wore glasses. They do not appear on the show at all. And there's also one guy named Dylan, who was kind of like a nerd with glasses, stereotypical nerd. In the Archie comic book universe, he's not in it. And also you see the guy Moose, who was a big athlete, was a blonde, He's not a blonde, he's a brunette. And you see him maybe all of 30 seconds. Towards the end, it was like mentioned throughout the episode, a couple of times in the episode, but you don't really physically see him until like the end. And of course, this episode starts off with kind of like a mystery, because Cheryl Blossom, who was like a new character, like was created like roughly 10 to 20 years ago, in the Archie comics like a redhead. Because you have blonde, Betty, you have Veronica, who was a brunette, and you never had an actual redhead who was hot. So they created a new character named Cheryl Blossom. I'm not kidding, that's the actual character's actual name. And she's in there. She's supposed to have a twin brother who died during that summer under mysterious circumstances. And of course, spoiler, at the end of the episode you see the dead body in the lake. Because you have Moose and the gay character goes to the lake, wants to go swimming in the lake, and you see the dead body in the water, and it looks like that Cheryl Blossom's brother was shot in the head. So right away, it looks like the entire first season of Riverdale is going like kind of like the murder mystery, like who did, who killed Cheryl Blossom's brother. Because at first it was like implied it was like a kind of like a drowning accident, and then they found his body. Well, now they found his body, it looks like he literally got shot in the middle of the forehead, like about here. So that's how the first episode ended, like that. But my major pet peeve, of course, those of you who've been watching my videos know what my major pet peeve is, and that is they changed the ethnicity of 3 characters in the Archie universe. Pop, who of course ran the diner with Jughead. And everybody, of course, knows Archie comics. He runs the little diner, and he runs it. And he was white in the comic books, and all of a sudden he's a fat black guy. And of course, the other pet peeve that I have is, of course, those of you. It's kind of like this. It was kind of like it was a spin-off cartoon in the '70s called Josie and the Pussycats, which is an old girls rock band who was in the Archie universe. Also, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, even though it was a popular sitcom during the '90s, starring Melissa Joan Hart, that character is also in the Archie universe as well. Sabrina you don't see in the first episode, but you have Josie and the Pussycats in the first episode. And of course, the problem is of course that the whole band is 3 black girls. Now, I'm not knocking the actors because they are making out as living and they got cast. But the problem is that they're not a black girl band. It is a 3-girl group. Only one of the 3 is actually black, and there was a keyboard player who was black. And the other 2 girls, one played, of course, Josie plays a guitar. A guitar. She was a redhead, and you had Melody who played the drums, who was kind of like a stereotypical dumb blonde. She played the drums, and she was blonde, a white blonde, okay, not a black girl who dyes her hair blonde. And so, but in the art, and of course in Riverdale, you can't have an all white cast anymore. In the Archie on television, the television universe, you cannot have a television show without a major black character. That's one, or a major gay character anymore. You can't, not anymore, because every episode you have to have a gay character, and on every television show, and a major black character in every television show now. You can't have an all white cast anymore. Even though anybody who's read the Archie comics knows that's predominantly white. Right? So to make Josie and the Pussycats into an all-black girl group pissed me off. To no end. And that's when my father came in and he said, well, how's the show? I said, it sucks. And he told him, but they made the whole Josie and the Pussycats group all black. My sister says, what? She wasn't watching the show. And I said that, and she says, what? Because both of us used to watch the Josie and the Pussycats cartoon show when we were kids. And when I told her that it's an all-black group, and she says, what? She couldn't believe it. They made group all black. All black girls. Now, I'm not knocking the actresses. I mean, it's not their fault that they got cast, made a predominantly white rock group into an all-black group. It's not their fault. It's the stupid producer's fault. So if the producer of the show is having of Riverdale, just having me watching this video, it said change it back the way it was, because it's not a black group. It's 2 white girls and 1 black girl. Period. I hate the fact that you changed it to an all-black group, and I'm never going to watch this stupid, can't suck enough show enough. Because of that. Because if you change the skin color of characters who've been for 60 years white, or if you change it from a black to a white character, or white to a black character, or it was originally a male character, no, a female, I'm tired of this shit. The liberal Hollywood phonies do jam down our throats, because I hated the fact that they changed the skin color of these characters. I mean, they've been iconic characters for 60 years. They've been white for 60 years. Now all of a sudden, because it's not politically correct, they have an all-white cast. Now you have to put black characters in there. I mean, it just pisses me off that fucking Hollywood, fuck you Hollywood, that they're doing this shit. I'm tired of this crap, and I wish there were more people who go on YouTube and do videos like this, who demand that Hollywood stop changing the skin color of characters who've been for like at least 50, 60 years. Now all of a sudden they're black, or instead of being male, they're female. Instead of being straight, they're gay. Pisses me off. I mean, they should be more of an outrage over this. Because that's right, because of political correct bullshit like this. There's the reason why Donald Trump is now president of the United States. Because people are sick and tired of this political correct bullshit. And they putting it on this show. We're also getting to some of the other plot points. Archie, he doesn't want to be forced. He felt like that he's being forced to play football because his father was a football store in Riverdale, and he says, "I didn't want to join." And then last minute, at the end of the show, he decided to join, and he gets the number of Cheryl Blossom's brother. At the end of the episode, towards the end of the episode. So his father says, "What do you want? What kind of training you want?" I said, "Well, I want to do music. I want to do this." And now all of a sudden, by the end of the episode, he changes his mind. And now all of a sudden, he wants to do all this do everything anyway. Well, you work for his father, or work with his father in his business. Like I said, his father played by Luke Perry, so it's the only highlight for this show for me. Because I was a big 90210 fan, so to see Luke Perry back big on a television series, it was a thrill for me as a fan of 90210. But I think with Veronica, she moves to Riverdale after living in New York City for most of her life because her father got arrested in jail. Wasn't sure what he's in jail for, because I think it's kind of implied that he's in jail for embezzling money. But I'm sure that throughout the rest of the series, how many episodes is going to be left of this show, because the show is that horrible. I'm sure it's going to be brought up about why he's actually in jail. Of course, you have Betty in there. You have you mentioned before, Cheryl Blossom. You do see Jughead. You see Moose, but the show doesn't do anything for me. Because it's horrible. It's god awful bad. With just my luck, and it's because I'm ragging on the show so much. This show was going to be on for the next 5 to 10 years, with my luck. But this show is horrible. It sucks. And I already mentioned that my problem was that they changed the old black group. 2 of the 3 girls, the Josie and the Pussycats, to black. They made the guy who runs the diner, Pop, into a black guy. And then they put a murder mystery in it at the end. It's just, and you say, oh, who killed Cheryl Blossom's brother? It's gonna be like a running thing. But long story short, Riverdale sucks. It's horrible. It's god awful bad. And I hope that the CW, if anybody has any brains on the CW network, cancel the show now. Take this piece of shit liberal bullshit show and take it off the air now. Especially when they changed Josie and the Pussycats to an all-black group. On the basis of that, take the fucking show off the air now. I know, sorry for my cursing, but it's that horrible. It's that horrible. It really is. Because the Josie and the Pussycats thing, that's what really pissed me off. It really truly did. I know I'm hopping on, but that's what ticked me off. On the basis of that, that's what pissed me off of the whole thing. And that's what took me off the show. Just because of that. Just because of that. So that's my review of the first episode of Riverdale. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on. Please subscribe to my channel. And please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can catch all my videos on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. That's all WDY.c.com. That's the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. Christine Moore. Please check out his content as well on his website. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.